Have you ever stepped out of a warm shower feeling clean and refreshed, only to discover later in the day a strange irritation or discomfort in a part of your body you rarely think about? You're not alone. After age 70, our bodies begin to change in subtle but powerful ways. The skin becomes thinner, healing slows, and those routines we've followed for decades, the same soaps, the same scrubbing, the same habits, may no longer be enough. In fact, they may be quietly failing us. In this video, we're going to uncover 3 commonly overlooked body parts that require a whole new level of care as we age. Areas you might have never given a second thought to, but if neglected can lead to discomfort, fungal infections, inflammation, or worse, serious health complications. And at the end, we'll reveal one surprising area that might be silently weakening your immune system and affecting how energized or sluggish you feel every day. Knowing this could not only protect your health, but could completely transform how you feel when you wake up in the morning. Before we dive in, if you find this kind of information helpful, please give the video a like. It helps us reach more seniors who deserve this knowledge. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I'd love for you to join us. Turn on the notification bell so you never miss out on practical, life-changing advice just like this. If this video resonates with you, comment 1 below. If not, comment 0, and let me know how we can do better. Your feedback matters. Now let's begin. The feet, your foundation for health and independence. We often forget about our feet. They're always there doing their job, getting us from point A to point B without complaint. But after age 70, they become more vulnerable than ever, and yet they continue to be one of the most neglected parts of the body. Think about it, your feet support your entire body weight every day. Every single step, every bit of balance, every stroll across the kitchen, they're the quiet heroes of your independence. But for older adults, especially those in their 70s and beyond, foot care often becomes an afterthought. A quick rinse in the shower, a hurried swipe with a towel, then on to the rest of the day. That tiny neglect, however, can have big consequences. As we age, several changes take place that make our feet more prone to injury and infection. Circulation decreases, meaning less blood flow reaches your toes and soles. That matters more than you might think. Less circulation slows healing and weakens the immune defense in your lower extremities. Your skin also loses its elasticity and moisture. It becomes thinner, drier, and more fragile, making it easier to crack and harder to recover. That dry, cracking skin may not seem like a big deal, but it can quickly become a gateway for bacteria, fungi, and other pathogens. And let's not forget, the immune system itself is weakening with age. It no longer fights back as easily or as quickly. For older adults with conditions like diabetes, peripheral artery disease, or neuropathy, the risks multiply. Diabetes can damage nerves in your feet, so even if you get a small cut, you might not feel it. That unnoticed wound can become infected. Poor circulation can prevent that wound from healing. Suddenly, what started as a harmless crack can become a dangerous ulcer, or worse, a reason for amputation. Even without chronic conditions, foot neglect can lead to pain, stiffness, and loss of mobility, all of which chip away at your independence. One misstep, one infection, one untreated crack, and suddenly you're no longer walking around the block or shopping for groceries on your own. Common foot problems that demand attention. Let's talk specifics. One of the most common foot issues in seniors is fungal infection, especially athlete's foot. Known medically as tinea pedis, it thrives in the warm, moist areas between your toes, and as your skin thins with age, it becomes even easier for fungi to take hold. A mild itch or some redness may be easy to ignore, but if untreated, this infection can spread, leading to cracks, blisters, or secondary bacterial infections like cellulitis. In advanced cases, cellulitis may cause intense pain, swelling, and may require hospitalization or IV antibiotics. Then there's dry skin. Many think it's just cosmetic, but in seniors, dry heels can crack and split. These cracks, called fissures, are not only painful, but also dangerous entry points for infections. They can bleed, become inflamed, or develop into ulcers, particularly if circulation is poor. Take the story of George, a 75-year-old retired woodshop teacher. Decades on his feet, always moving, always working. After retirement, he noticed dry skin building up on his heels and a bit of itching between his toes. He brushed it off. A few weeks later, a tiny crack on his heel became a full-blown ulcer that wouldn't heal. The culprit, an infection caused by untreated dry skin. He ended up on antibiotics, wearing custom orthotic shoes, and unable to walk comfortably for weeks. That's how fast things can change. How to build a smart daily foot care routine. You don't have to be a doctor or podiatrist to take excellent care of your feet. What you need is a consistent, proactive routine. Something simple, doable, and effective. Step 1. Daily inspection. Start by making a habit of checking your feet every day, morning or night, whichever fits your schedule. Use a well-lit space, and if your vision isn't sharp or flexibility is limited, consider using a magnifying mirror or asking a loved one to help. Look for anything new: redness, blisters, swelling, cuts, changes in skin color, unusual texture. Pay extra attention to your sole's heels and between the toes. Early detection is the secret to prevention. Step 2. Thorough washing. Washing your feet properly means more than a rinse. Use lukewarm water, not hot, and opt for fragrance-free, gentle soap. Scented or harsh soaps strip away natural oils and worsen dryness. Use a washcloth or your hands to gently clean all parts of the foot, the soles between the toes, and around the nails. If bending is a challenge, use a long-handled brush or a foot washing aid made for seniors. Step 3. Complete drying. After washing, make sure your feet are completely dry, especially between the toes. Moisture is a fungal playground. Use a soft, clean towel and gently pat the area dry. For hard-to-reach spots, a long-handled towel or a blow dryer set on cool can help. Never put socks on damp feet. Step 4. Smart moisturizing. Once dry, apply a non-greasy, fragrance-free moisturizer to the tops and soles of your feet. Look for products with ingredients like urea or glycerin that restore hydration. Avoid putting lotion between your toes. Those spaces need to stay dry to avoid fungal overgrowth. It's the groin. Yes, we're going there. Because when it comes to hygiene after age 70, ignoring this sensitive region can have very real consequences. Let's be honest, many people avoid discussing groin hygiene out of embarrassment, modesty, or simply discomfort. It's not exactly dinner table conversation, but that silence can lead to neglect, and neglect over time becomes vulnerability. For older adults, particularly those in their 70s and beyond, the groin area becomes a hidden hotspot for infection. Why? Because it has everything microorganisms love: warmth. Moisture, folds of skin, and limited airflow. Add in decreased mobility, less flexibility, and even occasional incontinence, and you have the perfect storm for irritation, inflammation, and chronic discomfort. Why the groin becomes more vulnerable with age. Let's take a closer look at what makes this area so prone to problems as we grow older. First, the anatomy of the groin naturally includes folds of skin where sweat and heat can accumulate. That alone creates an ideal environment for bacteria and fungi to thrive. But aging compounds this problem in several key ways. Reduced mobility makes it harder to clean or dry the area thoroughly. You may not be bending or reaching like you used to, which means sweat or soap residue can linger in folds of skin. Thinner, more fragile skin is common with age. It sags more, tears more easily, and loses elasticity, leading to deeper skin folds and a diminished ability to fight off irritation. Incontinence. Even occasional urinary leakage introduces additional moisture that can break down the skin's natural protective barrier. Chronic conditions such as diabetes or obesity increase risk. Diabetes weakens the immune system and causes high blood sugar, which feeds yeast and bacteria. Obesity can add more skin folds, increasing areas where moisture gets trapped. Clothing choices matter more than ever. Tight underwear, synthetic fabrics, or moisture-trapping products like adult briefs or pads can worsen irritation by trapping heat and preventing airflow. The result: what may start as minor redness or a faint odor can escalate into more serious issues like raw rashes, fungal infections, or even skin breakdown. Common problems in the groin area. One of the most common hygiene-related problems in the groin is intertrigo. This is a condition caused by skin-on-skin friction in moist areas, and it leads to redness, inflammation, and painful rawness. If left untreated, it can develop into open sores or become infected with bacteria or yeast. Fungal infections are also prevalent, especially jock itch tinea cruris or yeast overgrowth like Candida. These can cause intense itching, burning, and red rashes that just won't go away. And for individuals with limited mobility or compromised immune systems, those rashes can evolve into weeping wounds or deep skin lesions that take weeks to heal and often require prescription medications. Now let's take a moment to talk about Margaret. Margaret is an 82-year-old grandmother who still takes pride in doing things herself, independent, energetic, and cheerful. But for several months, she noticed something that made her uncomfortable, a persistent odor coming from her groin area, even right after a shower. She was embarrassed. She didn't tell anyone. She assumed, like many do, that this was just part of getting old. But as the weeks went by, that faint odor became more intense. It was joined by itching and a sense of discomfort that wouldn't go away. Finally, after some gentle encouragement from her daughter, Margaret saw a nurse. The diagnosis: a mild fungal infection caused by trapped moisture in her groin folds. With a simple routine of gentle daily cleaning, complete drying, and a zinc-based barrier cream, her symptoms disappeared within 2 weeks. Later, she shared something powerful. "I didn't realize how much it was draining me. Once it cleared, I felt more like myself again." Her story is not uncommon, and her recovery is a reminder that simple steps can restore not only your physical comfort, but your confidence, your energy, and even your mood. How to care for the groin area. A step-by-step routine. So how do you care for this sensitive area? The answer lies in consistency, gentleness, and the right tools. Step 1. Daily cleaning. Make it a priority to clean the groin area every single day, even on days you don't shower. Warm water, not hot and mild, unscented soap are your best allies. Fragrances and harsh chemicals can irritate sensitive skin or disrupt your skin's natural pH balance. Use your hands or a soft washcloth to gently clean all parts of the groin, including the folds where skin touches skin. Avoid scrubbing or using rough sponges. The goal is to cleanse, not to exfoliate. Scrubbing can cause micro tears, which can become infected. Rinse thoroughly. Any leftover soap can dry the skin or cause irritation. Step 2. Thorough drying. Drying is just as crucial, if not more so, than washing. Trapped moisture is the #1 cause of irritation and infection in this area. Use a clean, soft towel to gently pat dry, not rub, especially in skin folds. Be sure to get into every crease. If flexibility is limited, consider sitting on a chair to make drying easier or using a handheld fan or cool hairdryer set at a safe distance. Never leave moisture behind. Step 3. Optional barrier protection. If you're prone to irritation or mild leakage, consider applying a barrier cream or zinc oxide ointment after drying. This can protect the skin from further breakdown. Just be sure the area is clean and dry before applying any product. Step 4. Choose breathable clothing. Wear loose-fitting, breathable underwear made of cotton or moisture-wicking fabrics. Avoid tight synthetic materials that trap sweat and heat. If you use absorbent products like pads or briefs, change them regularly and ensure the skin underneath is clean and dry. Why it matters. Neglecting groin care doesn't just cause discomfort, it can lead to infections, embarrassment, and even mobility issues. An untreated rash can make walking painful. Chronic itching can disrupt sleep. Lingering odor can undermine confidence. But consistent, mindful care, it gives you control back. Just like your feet, the groin area deserves attention, not avoidance. By taking just a few minutes each day to clean, dry, and protect this region, you're doing more than preventing problems. You're honoring your body, you're maintaining your comfort, and you're preserving your independence. If you're still watching this video and finding value in these lessons, please comment one below to let me know you're still with me. I truly appreciate your time and attention. Coming up next, part 3, we'll talk about another part of the body that's often completely ignored, yet it can quietly wear down your immune system and even your emotional well-being if left uncared for. Don't miss it. What you learn next might surprise you. At first glance, it may seem like an odd thing to focus on. After all, it's just a small indentation in your abdomen, right? A tiny scar from birth long forgotten. But here's the truth that surprises most people. Your navel can become one of the most unhygienic places on your body if ignored, especially after the age of 70. Despite its small size, the navel is a warm, moist pocket where sweat, dirt, skin cells, and bacteria quietly build up. Over time, this hidden recess can turn into a breeding ground for infections, inflammation, and even serious health problems. And because it's so often overlooked in our daily hygiene routines, symptoms can progress before anyone realizes something is wrong. Why the navel deserves your attention. You might wonder, why does the belly button become more problematic as we age? Well, several reasons come into play. First, as we get older, the skin around our abdomen becomes looser and less firm. The muscles may soften, causing the navel to become deeper or more recessed. This creates a cozy little crevice, perfect for moisture and debris to hide and linger. Second, aging comes with a weakened immune system. Even a minor buildup of bacteria or yeast in the navel can lead to irritation or infection because the body isn't as quick to fight back. Third, mobility challenges make it harder to bend over or twist comfortably, which means this area often gets missed in regular cleaning. And there's more. Seniors with diabetes, obesity, or poor circulation are at increased risk. High blood sugar, excess skin folds, or long periods of sitting can worsen moisture retention, making the belly button a prime spot for trouble. Even those who had belly button piercings in their younger years or past abdominal surgeries may still carry hidden scar tissue or crevices that trap bacteria for years before symptoms emerge. The subtle signs of navel neglect. Unlike a sprained ankle or a rash on your arm, problems in the navel area often creep in slowly and quietly. The first symptom is usually a faint odor, musty, sour, or slightly unpleasant. It may go unnoticed or be brushed off as harmless. Then comes mild redness or itching, often mistaken for dry skin or waistband irritation. In some cases, people feel a slight dampness or even notice a sticky residue in the belly button. That's often a clear sign that bacteria or yeast are multiplying. Ignore these signs and they can escalate. A condition known as omphalitis, an infection or inflammation of the navel, can develop. In younger people, this may heal quickly. But for seniors with slower skin regeneration and weaker immune responses, this seemingly small issue can take weeks to heal and may require medication, both topical and oral. Peter's story, a real-life reminder. Take Peter, for example, a 79-year-old retiree. Peter was known for being meticulous. He showered daily, wore clean clothes, polished his shoes, and took great pride in his appearance. But for months, he'd felt a slight itch in his navel. He ignored it, assuming it was just dry skin from his waistband. One morning, while helping him get dressed, his daughter noticed a faint odor. They decided to consult a doctor. The result: a yeast infection in the belly button caused by a buildup of sweat, dead skin, and bacteria, something Peter had unknowingly missed for months. His case reminds us that even the most hygienic individuals can overlook the navel. It's small, hidden, and easy to forget, but just as vulnerable as any other part of the body. Why navel care becomes even more important after 70. There are a few age-specific reasons why the navel becomes a higher risk area after 70. Thinner skin. As we age, skin loses its elasticity and becomes more delicate. That makes it more prone to retain moisture, especially in places like the belly button. Deeper navels. Looser abdominal muscles mean that the belly button can become deeper or develop folds, trapping more debris, sweat, and bacteria. Health and lifestyle factors. Seniors with diabetes, limited mobility, or those who sit for long periods are at greater risk of developing moisture-related infections in areas like the navel. Reduced self-care ability. Conditions like arthritis, back pain, or limited flexibility make it harder to reach this area, especially during a shower or bath. How to properly care for the navel. Fortunately, navel care doesn't require complicated tools or products, just awareness, consistency, and a few gentle steps. Step 1. Daily cleaning. Every day take a moment to clean your belly button gently. Use warm water and a soft washcloth or cotton swab. Avoid using harsh soaps or scented products that can dry out the skin. If your belly button is deeper, consider using a hand mirror to ensure you can see inside the area. Never dig or scrape, gentle is the key. Step 2. Thorough drying. After cleaning, make sure the area is completely dry. A damp navel is an open invitation for yeast and bacteria. If towel drying is difficult, a hairdryer set to a cool low setting held at a safe distance works wonderfully. Make sure you don't leave behind any moisture. Step 3. Moisture management. If moisture continues to build up even after drying, apply a small amount of cornstarch-based powder or a zinc-based barrier cream. These products form a thin, protective layer, helping to absorb excess sweat and reduce friction. However, avoid talc-based powders which have been linked to health concerns and steer clear of heavily perfumed products that may irritate sensitive skin. If you're unsure which product to use, ask your doctor or pharmacist for personalized recommendations that suit your skin type and health profile. Step 4. Choose breathable clothing. Clothing plays a huge role in skin health. Wear loose-fitting, breathable clothes made from cotton or moisture-wicking fabrics. Avoid tight-fitting outfits or synthetic fabrics like polyester that trap heat and sweat. Step 5. Daily monitoring. Spend just 15 to 30 seconds each day checking your belly button. Look for redness, swelling, dampness, unusual discharge, or changes in skin texture. Use a mirror or ask for assistance if needed. Early detection is crucial. The sooner you catch an issue, the easier it is to treat. If anything seems unusual or persists, despite your efforts, don't hesitate to consult a healthcare provider. Doctors and nurses are trained to handle these concerns and can provide treatments like antifungal creams or antibiotics that will help resolve the issue quickly and safely. The bigger picture. Navel hygiene and your well-being. Taking care of your navel isn't about vanity. It's about self-respect, comfort, and maintaining your quality of life. A neglected belly button can interfere with sleep limit movement or become a source of discomfort that drains your energy. But giving it just a few minutes of thoughtful attention each day, that's a powerful act of self-care. You'll not only avoid unnecessary infections, but you'll restore a sense of control, comfort, and confidence in your body. So the next time you're freshening up, remember, your navel isn't a detail to overlook. It's a small part of your body that plays a big role in how you feel every day. If you're still watching and finding these lessons helpful, please comment below to let me know you're still here with me. Your time is deeply appreciated. In the next and final part of this video, we'll explore how hygiene routines, when done right, can do more than just protect your body. They can elevate your spirit, sharpen your energy, and transform how you feel every single day. Stay with me. You won't want to miss it. In the last section, we uncovered how something as small as the navel can quietly become a source of discomfort and infection if left uncared for. Now let's walk through how to keep this hidden area clean, healthy, and protected with just a few mindful steps each day. You don't need expensive tools or lengthy routines, just consistency, care, and a few minutes of your time. Here's your step-by-step guide to caring for your navel properly, especially if you're over 70 or facing mobility challenges. Step 1. Clean gently but thoroughly. During your daily bath or sponge wash, set aside a moment specifically for your navel. It's easy to forget, but intentional cleaning goes a long way. Use a soft cotton swab, the corner of a clean washcloth, or even a freshly washed fingertip. Dip it into warm water mixed with a mild fragrance-free soap, nothing harsh. Fragrances and strong detergents may irritate the delicate skin in this area, especially as it ages. Carefully insert the dampened swab or cloth into the navel and rotate gently. The goal is to lift out any trapped debris, lint, sweat, or oil without pressing too hard. Never dig deeply or scrub aggressively. Think of it like cleaning a delicate piece of jewelry, gentle and intentional. Step 2. Rinse and dry. Completely after cleansing, use a clean damp cloth to gently wipe away any soap residue. Even mild soap, if left behind, can dry out or irritate the skin. Next, it's time to dry the area thoroughly. Moisture, even a small amount, can quickly lead to microbial growth. Use a dry cotton pad, a tissue, or the corner of a clean towel to pat the area dry with care. For those with deeper navels or difficulty reaching a hairdryer on a cool, low setting, held at a safe distance can help ensure the area stays dry without risking burns or irritation. Drying may seem like a minor step, but it's absolutely critical. Moisture is the silent accomplice in almost every skin infection. Step 3. Monitor for early warning signs. Make it a habit to check your navel regularly. Just 15 to 30 seconds a day is enough. Look for redness or swelling, a strong or unpleasant odor, sticky discharge, soreness, itching, or a raw sensation. If your navel doesn't feel clean, dry, and free of irritation, that's your body sending a signal. Don't ignore it. If symptoms persist, consult a healthcare provider. Catching issues early can prevent minor irritations from turning into more serious infections that require medication or disrupt your comfort for weeks. Step 4. Adjust for deeper navels. Some people, especially seniors or those with a higher body weight, may have deeper navels or folds in the abdominal area. If that sounds like you, consider cleaning your navel twice a day, especially in hot or humid weather when sweat builds up more quickly. Also opt for loose, breathable clothing made from natural fibers like cotton. These allow the skin to breathe and reduce the buildup of moisture and friction around your midsection. Step 5. Never ignore pain or discharge. Any pain, swelling, or discharge, especially if it's foul-smelling or discolored, should not be ignored. These are warning signs of possible infection and should be addressed by a medical professional immediately. This is especially important for seniors who are diabetic, have poor circulation, or have had abdominal surgeries or old piercings near the navel. These factors can significantly increase your risk of complications. Remember, what you dismiss as just a little irritation could turn into something far more serious. The bigger picture: why navel care truly matters. Think of your navel as a tiny hidden closet in your home. You don't look inside it every day, but if left uncleaned for months or years, what would you expect to find? Dust, clutter, maybe even an unpleasant smell, right? The same thing happens with your navel. When left neglected, dead skin cells, sweat, bacteria, and lint quietly accumulate. You may not notice anything at first, but over time, this hidden buildup can lead to discomfort, infection, and serious skin issues. Daily navel care is not about perfection or obsession. It's a powerful, quiet act of preventive health, one that respects your body and prioritizes your well-being. By cleaning your navel regularly, you support your immune system, protect your skin's integrity, prevent small issues from escalating into bigger problems, avoid weeks of antibiotics or discomfort, and let's not forget the added benefit: your clothes feel fresher, your skin feels more comfortable, and you avoid the embarrassment or frustration that comes from odor or itchiness in a sensitive area. A matter of self-respect. The most important message is this: every part of your body deserves care. Not just the visible or social areas, but the ones hidden from view, the ones that work silently day after day to keep you moving, balanced, and well. Caring for your navel is not about vanity. It's a form of self-respect, a small but meaningful reminder that you are worth the effort. So tomorrow, when you're freshening up, take an extra 30 seconds for your belly button. You might just be preventing a week-long discomfort, or better yet, reinforcing your commitment to your own health and comfort. If you're still watching and finding these lessons useful, please comment 3 below to let me know you're still with me. I truly appreciate your time. What these 3 body parts reveal about your health. Now that we've explored the feet, the groin, and the navel, it's time to tie everything together. These aren't just places to clean, they're your body's early warning systems. Let's quickly recap. Your feet, the foundation of your mobility. Ignoring them can lead to infections, ulcers, and reduced independence. Care for them, and you protect your balance and confidence. Your groin, a sensitive zone often overlooked, but daily attention here prevents rashes, yeast overgrowth, and painful sores. It's about preserving dignity, comfort, and freedom of movement. Your navel, the smallest and most forgotten area, yet a hotspot for yeast and bacterial infections if neglected. A quick cleaning routine each day helps you stay fresh, confident, and healthy. Equals the deeper message. Small acts, big impact. Aging well doesn't demand grand transformations. It's not about expensive creams or hours at the gym. It's about the little things, the small daily acts of care that respect your changing body. By caring for these 3 areas in just a few minutes a day, you can expect fewer skin problems, less discomfort while moving or sleeping, improved hygiene and confidence, a stronger connection to your body and well-being, and above all, you show yourself and the world that you still choose vitality over neglect. Thank you for staying with me on this journey. What part surprised you the most? Was it how quickly moisture can turn into infection, or how one overlooked area can quietly affect your energy, sleep, and confidence? Share your takeaway in the comments. You never know who might be inspired by your insight. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more real practical tips that help you feel your best at any age. You're not getting older, you're getting wiser. Let's keep growing well together.